We all know Pomeranians are some of the cutest dogs out there, but owning one comes with its own set of unique experiences. As a Pomeranian parent myself, let me share a few things only Pomeranian owners truly understand. Your house will never be quiet. Living with a Pomeranian means accepting that your home will never be completely peaceful. These dogs are incredibly vocal and use their barks to communicate everything. They'll bark when they're excited, when they're bored, or when they want your attention. Sometimes it feels like they have a comment on everything happening around them. While this can be a bit overwhelming at times, you'll soon realize that each bark has its own meaning. Over time, you'll learn to recognize their different sounds, like when they're genuinely alerting you to something versus when they're just being dramatic. It's part of their personality, and even though it can be a challenge, it's also what makes them so endearing. You'll never feel alone with a Pomeranian in the house. They'll always let you know they're there. They love being the center of attention. Pomeranians don't just enjoy attention, they thrive on it. They want to be the star of the show at all times, whether it's around family, friends, or even strangers. If you have guests over, your Pom will make sure they're the first one to greet everyone, usually with a lot of enthusiasm. Biscuit has the habit of sitting right in the middle of a group and just soaking up all the love and compliments. They know how to charm everyone, and they'll do whatever it takes to keep the spotlight on them. This also means they don't love being ignored. If you're busy, they'll find a way to remind you that they're there, sometimes by climbing into your lap or barking until you notice them. It's a lot, but their confidence and love for attention are what make them so special. Endless grooming sessions. If you own a Pomeranian, you quickly realize that grooming is a big part of life. Their beautiful double coat is what makes them stand out, but it also means extra work. Regular brushing is a must to keep their fur from getting tangled or matted. Skipping even a day can lead to knots that take forever to fix. Shedding is another thing you'll have to get used to. Your clothes, furniture, and floors will all end up covered in fur if you're not careful. On top of that, they need regular baths, nail trimming, and ear cleaning to stay healthy. It might seem like a lot, but grooming is also a bonding experience. When I brush Biscuit, he sits there looking all calm and happy, and it feels like our little moment of connection. They're surprisingly athletic. For such a small dog, Pomeranians have an impressive amount of energy. These little guys love to zoom around the house, jump on furniture, and show off their agility. If you toss a toy across the room, your Pom will likely dart after it like it's their life's mission. And don't underestimate their ability to learn tricks. They're super smart and love to show off their skills. My Pomeranian Biscuit has this hilarious habit of doing a little spin every time he's excited, which never fails to make me laugh. They think they're bigger than they are. One of the funniest things about Pomeranians is how they act like they're giant dogs trapped in tiny bodies. They're fearless, and this can lead to some pretty bold encounters. If a bigger dog comes near, your Pom won't back down. They'll puff up their chest, bark like crazy, and act like they're the boss. It's almost like they don't realize how small they are. While this can be entertaining, it's also a reminder that you need to keep an eye on them. Their confidence can sometimes get them into tricky situations, especially at the dog park. They're masters of manipulation. If you live with a Pomeranian, you've probably experienced their ability to manipulate you without even trying too hard. They've mastered the art of using their big, expressive eyes to get what they want. Whether it's a treat, a cuddle, or just your attention, they'll look at you with that please face, and before you know it, you're giving in. Biscuit will sometimes sit right next to me, giving these little whimpers until I finally stop what I'm doing and give him attention. It's like they know exactly what works on you. And honestly, it's hard to say no. They can be a little stubborn. If there's one thing Pomeranians are known for, it's their independent streak. While they're incredibly smart and love to learn, they also like to do things their way. Training them takes a bit of patience, because sometimes they'll act like they know what you're asking, but choose not to listen. Biscuit, for instance, knows commands like sit and stay. But if he's not in the mood, he'll just stare at me like he's deciding whether it's worth his time. It's not that they don't understand, they just like to test boundaries. They love to be carried around. Pomeranians adore being close to their humans, and for many of them, that means being picked up and carried around like royalty. Biscuit will sometimes stand by my feet, looking up at me until I pick him up, and then he'll happily settle into my arms while I move around the house. They're total food enthusiasts. Pomeranians might be small, but they have big appetites, at least when it comes to showing interest in your food. The moment you start eating, they'll suddenly appear, staring at you with those wide, curious eyes as if to say, "Are you gonna share that?" If you found this video helpful, do drop a like. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more Pomeranian care videos. See ya!